guys, so I thought I would do a more chatty talky video for you all today. It's nearing the end of summer now. I'm filming this on the 25th of August, so we've only got about 6 days, 6 days left of August until we officially transition into autumn. So I thought it would be interesting to do a little summer favourites video. I've done a few of these, they're no longer on my channel, but when I have done these in the past, people have liked them. Basically, I'm just going to talk about all of my favourite music, books, TV and film, other things that I've just enjoyed from the months of June to August, basically summer. I'm currently filming this in 27-degree heat, so I've had the windows open, so if you can hear any music, that is the neighbours listening to the radio. Oh my god. I wrote all of the things down on my laptop, so if you see me looking down, that is what I'm reading off of, because I like to plan talky videos so I know what I'm talking about, because otherwise I would just ramble and yap for about 5 hours. And that is not entertaining to watch or edit. So I currently have 5 categories. I've got music, TV and film, YouTube, books, and then apps or miscellaneous other things. First category I'm going to start with is music. It can be artists or songs I've had on repeat. So I'm a Spotify user. If anyone wants to follow me on Spotify, I will link it in the description, and also I'll put a screenshot of it on screen. But I do like to listen to music when I drive, when I go on a walk, in my room, basically doing anything. But the artists that I've either not discovered, because they're definitely already discovered, but that I listened to more this summer, there is currently 4. The first one I have is Olivia Dean. So if you don't know who she is, firstly, get to know, because she's fabulous. But she is a British singer-songwriter from London. She's had popular songs like Dive and what's the bloody other one? The Hardest Part, and also It Isn't Perfect But It Might Be, which was in the credits of the new Bridget Jones Mad About the Boy film. From that film, actually, I started listening to her way more, and I recently put on the Spotify This Is Olivia Dean playlist, and I basically just listened to her entire discography, and I really, really loved it. Favourites of mine include her new one, Man I Need, Love, or Rein Me In with Sam Fender, which is just a great song, which I will talk about later. Also Lady Lady, Okay Love You Bye. Yeah, I hope she does well. She's also going on tour, but unfortunately I do not think I can go. But yeah, Olivia Dean, if you haven't added her to your playlist, you really, really should. I have actually made a summer 2025 playlist on Spotify with all the songs that were either really popular or I really liked listening to this summer. Another person who I've really been loving this summer was Noah Khan. And I know I'm late to this, but I never really listened to his music until I decided one night that I was just going to listen to him, because I feel like he is the epitome of chill, sad, I can't think of anything else, folky. So yeah, I put his music on, I did a This Is Noah Khan playlist on Spotify and just put it on. And I just put it on in the background whilst I was doing some work. And because I didn't want to put anything too upbeat on, because it was an hour before I was going to go to bed. And I was I don't want to be too energized before I go to bed. So I thought his music would be the perfect vibe, and it was. And I actually ended up adding a lot of his songs to my massive playlist that's over 120 hours long. I've done work to his songs a couple of times, and it's really nice because they're all really chill. And also, if you listen to the lyrics, they are quite sad. He's quite an emotional man. A big one for me also this summer was Callum Hood from 5 Seconds of Summer. He released his own solo album, and I'm a massive 5 Seconds of Summer fan. But he released his own solo album, and he is my favourite member of 5 Seconds of Summer, and I didn't know what to expect at all, but his album was not what I expected, but I really, really like it. It's quite, I don't know actually how to describe it, but I really loved his music, and I basically listened to his whole album throughout this summer. My favourites include Sunsetter, obviously Don't Forget You Love Me, is that what it's called? Yeah. Can't remember any of the others right now, but they're some of my favourites. It was a great chance for me to listen to him more. The last, it's not an artist, it's more of an album that I've been listening to, was The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals by StarKid. If you didn't know, I am part of a theatre company called Skim Milk Theatre, which was set up by my friend at uni, and we actually performed The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals at Norwich Puppet Theatre a couple of weeks ago. It went really well, but in order to perform it, I had to listen to the songs relentlessly. That became very prominent in my summer because I had to learn them. But it is just such a fun musical to watch and be in and also listen to. This was my first introduction with StarKid, and I feel like I'm gonna delve into them more because it was actually really fun. Now, individual songs that I really loved, I've already talked about 2 of these, but obviously Rein Me In by Sam Fender and Olivia Dean. I don't know what else to say other than it's just a really, really good song. I love it. Their voices together is just beautiful. The harmonies that they both do. And then obviously Man I Need by Olivia Dean. Love that one. I'm just the man I need. She's just great. I love her. And then the last one is actually by Joe, as in Joe Keery, who plays Steve Harrington in Stranger Things, but it's Charlie's Garden. And I listened to this a lot on holiday. I just really like it. I think it's like perfect summer vibes. And yeah, I will definitely think about summer when I listen to that song. Hydration break. I am actually boiling. Okay, I'm going to move on to the second category, which is TV and film. Now, just to preface, I am way more of a TV person than I am a film person. As an actor, I actually want to go into the TV industry, so I feel like maybe that has something to do with it. But anytime someone asks me, have you watched such and such film? The answer is usually no. I'm trying to get better, but it's not going very well. I've got 3 TV shows that I have been watching and loving this summer, and I don't really have any films, so yeah. The first show that I have watched this summer for the first time was The Bear. I know I'm really late to this, but I just randomly one night put the first episode on and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm currently on season 3, episode 4? 3, something like that, so I've not finished it yet. I do really like it. I think my favourite characters are probably Fack. Love him, he's so cute. Probably Sydney, because I just love her like sarcasticness. I love Richie, but he does annoy me. Like, I feel like if I had a conversation with him, I'd have to walk away. And also, as I am such a food orientated person, watching all the shots that they do of all like the food, I'm literally hungry when I watch this show. And I remember there was one episode where Sydney, who's Ayo Edebiri, goes around all these restaurants trying literally all the food, and I was like, that is my dream job. It's very easy to watch, and then sometimes like some of the stuff that they cover is like, whoa. Like, I remember I watched the Christmas episode quite recently and I was just like, wow. But yeah, it is a very good show and I see why it has got so many awards. Hopefully that will be me one day. The second one I started watching was Absolutely Fabulous, which is an old British sitcom starring Jennifer Saunders and Joanna Lumley. They're best friends. I've only watched 1 season of this, but I really like it. I'm also wanting, when I grow up, I'm literally 20 years old, but when I graduate, hopefully afterwards, I want to write my own TV show. And so I was like, I'm gonna watch the classics to, you know, get a feel for it. And also I've always wanted to watch Absolutely Fabulous because my friend Gemma, shout out her, is absolutely obsessed. I really like it and it's just great research, I think, for myself, because it's not on any streaming platforms. I bought the DVDs off of Vinted. And then the last TV show, which I think everyone and their mum has probably heard about this summer, is The Summer I Turned Pretty. I want to preface that I am Team Conrad. Obviously, there is no other answer. But I will say this season has been extremely hard for me to watch. There have been so many moments where I've just been like, ew. I have cringed so much. Started season 3 because I was 16 or something when I watched season 1 and I need to know how this TV show ends. It is really cringe sometimes and I feel a little bit unrealistic at some points. But I feel so bad because every time I watch it, I send my friends like videos going, I hate him, and I'm talking about Jeremiah Fisher, and it's just, I'm sure Gavin's a lovely person, the actor he plays in, but I just cannot stand him. And I don't think that's controversial to say. I will say though, Jenny Han's music choices have been great. I've loved them. Belly, you need to make your bloody mind up because you're annoying. You're annoying. This season has made you so unlikable to me. That's all the TV shows I have been enjoying. Film-wise, I haven't really watched that many, I will not lie. I did go and watch the new Superman film, which I thought was really good. And I may have rewatched Pitch Perfect, which is just the best film. No, it's a classic to me. I watch it like every year, maybe every 6 months. It's gotta be done. But yeah, apart from those two, I mean, I rewatched Pirates of the Caribbean the other day. That was quite good, obviously. But like nothing else has really like stood out to me because I've not watched that much. Okay, so the third category I'm going to talk about is YouTube. It's just YouTubers that I've been enjoying, basically. So I recently rediscovered Ava Jules. I used to be subscribed to her back in like, I want to say 2018 to like 2021, maybe, something like that. And then like, I just didn't watch her videos that much anymore. And then I rediscovered her videos because she did a series Home in Hawaii. And I just literally binge watched all of them, or like a lot of them. She makes me want to go to Hawaii because it's just like she surfs all the time. And I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could go to the beach just willy-nilly, but I can't. But yeah, I just really like her. I like the way she edits her videos as well. And her thumbnails are quite cool. I also realised I look really short at this angle. I'm sat on my bed, so I'm gonna move it down so I don't look as short. Another YouTuber I've been loving was Amy Chia. I've been subscribed to her for 2 years, 3 years. She posts a lot of like exam content, like daily life vlogs, productive vlog, and even though she's like a couple years younger than me, like she's just going to university this year, I still like it. Like I still relate because I've obviously been through these experiences before myself, and I was like, I like it. I like the way she edits her videos. I like what she posts. I like what she puts down, let's say that. Also, she's stunning. Yeah, she's really cool, and she's been posting she's quite active as well, which I quite like. And her videos aren't like too long or too short as well. They're like just the right perfect length to watch, like when I'm doing something else. So yeah, I really like her. And then the third one I've been loving is Nicole Lano. I've watched her since she was probably like 15 consecutively, and she is so active on YouTube, and she posts basically the same thing, but like she's American, so it's a bit different. But I just like her vlogs because, I don't know, I get to like sort of see what it is and like romanticize the life that living in America, even though it's really shit at the moment because of obviously somebody. But I just like watching her weekly vlogs. I'm such a weekly vlog, day in the life vlog person. I'm so nosy. I love watching people's lives, and I'm like, wow, give it to me. I need it.
Show me to me, please. Send it to me, Rachel.
I'm just so nosy, and I love that YouTube basically allows for that. Like, you guys are watching my life right now. I'm doing the same to other people. That sounds really weird, actually. I didn't mean it like that, but hopefully you guys know what I mean and can relate. The fourth category is books, and I haven't read too much this summer. I think I've read 5 in total this summer, from like June, or 4 maybe. No, it's 4. I'm on my 5th book right now. This year my reading goal is 12, so basically 1 book for every month. I'm currently ahead of that, obviously, because I just said I'd read 4 books in like 2 months, which isn't that great, but it's good for me. But I track it on Goodreads, and if anyone wants to follow me on there, I'll also link that down below. It's not very interesting, but there you go. So the first 2 books I'm going to talk about are Catching Fire and Mockingjay from the Hunger Games series, because I got given the Hunger Games maybe a couple of years ago, like a couple Christmases back, because I asked for them because I was like, I really want to read them. I read the first one last year in summer, and then I just didn't read the second and the third. I don't know why. And then I took them on holiday with me this year, and I read them in literally 10 days, and I really enjoyed them. I think because I'd watched the film before, it was a lot easier for me to imagine things. And oh my god, the lore in those books is insane. I now understand a lot of things. I have yet to read the prequels. I've watched The Songbirds. I'm obviously waiting for Sunrise on the Reaping. Can't wait for that. Yeah, I am gonna read them this year, but I really enjoyed reading them and they were so easy to read, like so fast paced. Another book that I really enjoyed reading this summer was Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I hope I've said that right. That was such a beautifully written book, and it's like 4 mini stories in one big story. And it's basically about this cafe where you can travel to the past, but there's very specific rules to do so. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a little sad, especially one of the stories. I don't think I cried, but it was like, it got me there, you know? But it was really quick. I also finished that really quickly because it's not that long. But no, that was a really good book. And it was the first like Asian writer East Asian writer I've ever read, and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna read the second one at some point because I know there's a second one. I think there's also a third one, but I don't know about that one. But I think I'm gonna read the second one. But it was a beautifully written book and I really liked it. And then the last book was Wandering Souls by Cecile Pin. That book was so sad. I don't want to spoil anything, but oh my god, like it made me cry like at least 3 times, I think. I really enjoyed that book. Some people on Goodreads don't. I thought it was great, and that's all that matters to me. It was very interesting because it talks all about like the immigration process. It was set in the like 1980s, I think, when Miss Thatcher in power, sometime then, when she was there. But it was really interesting like reading all about it and seeing it from that perspective. But oh my god, was it like heart-stabbing, gut-wrenchingly. Oh! The last category I'm going to talk about is like apps and miscellaneous things that didn't go into their own category. So I'm going to talk about like 3 apps. The first app is Goodreads, because obviously I've just talked about books. I've been very active on Goodreads since the start of the year. I did have it last year, but I don't think I used it until like September. So I started a reading challenge in January. As I already said, I'm trying to read 12 books this year. I think I'm actually going to be able to read more. I really like tracking what I've read on there, and I like that you can update how many pages you've read. I'm currently reading Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. It's taking me ages. I don't know why, because it's like a great book, but I'm literally just being a snail when reading it. But I really like that I can review and like track what I've read throughout the year, because like I forget the minute I go onto a new book. So I like that I can like track my progress. So yeah, that was Goodreads. The second app I'm going to talk about is Vinted. Guys, if you're not on Vinted, get on Vinted. It's a like buying and selling secondhand clothing app, like Depop, but like a little bit better because ones are cheaper. I love it. I think I've had it for a few years, but only like this year been like actively buying on there. I absolutely love it. I have found some bargains on this app. It's great. I love it. I'm addicted to it. If actually that's where all my money goes. The minute I have money in my account, I go straight on Vinted, and it's quite bad, but I could be spending my money on worse things. So if you have not discovered the joy of Vinted, get on there. Lastly, I'm going to talk about Pinterest, which I think is everyone's favorite app literally all year round. Specifically in the past like couple of weeks, I have been on my Pinterest, or literally all day, every day. But I love Pinterest because you can pin your interests, and I use it for a lot of inspiration for like fashion and obviously room like decoration and stuff. I also like to save a lot of quotes and scenes from my favorite like TV shows and films. And also I just love seeing the pretty pictures on Pinterest, I'm not gonna lie. I will literally save anything. Like it could be a picture of a cow and I'll save it. Yeah, that's cute. Whoever created that app, you're my favorite person in the world. That was all of my favorite things from this summer. I think I've yapped for long enough. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to follow me on any of these platforms, I'll leave them all in the description for you. I don't know why you would want to, but there you go. I will see you in another video very soon. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I will see you in it very soon. Bye.